Today, I want to speak to you about the VOC model, visual, auditory, and kinesthetic. It is a model that was designed by a man called William Burke Barb. And he suggests that we as humans prefer one of these three styles when we receive information and when we learn. So people who prefer to receive their information visually are people who like to see things and read things. People who would like to receive information auditory are people who like to hear and speak. And the last group are kinesthetic. They like to do things. That's how they learn, by getting their hands dirty. Now, the research shows that 65% of us are actually visual. So we prefer to receive information and learn by seeing and reading. So what does this mean for you? This means that in your meetings and in your presentations, 6 to 7 out of 10 people are actually visual. So you can use the images in your presentations to engage with them, to keep their attention, and to help them to retain the information from your presentation. In today's video, I'm going to share with you a few compelling and interesting images that I think you can use in your corporate presentations so that we can move away from the boring, standard stock images in our presentations. Now, one word of caution is that these are my suggestions on images, but please consider your corporate culture and what works within your organization, as well as, of course, your corporate brand. Let's dive in. I've broken the images down into 5 categories. First of all, showing challenges. Maybe there was something that you needed to change within the project or within the department, and you want to set the scene and tell the story of the challenge that you faced. The second group is successes. So if you would like to share with your audience what successes, what have you achieved with this specific project. I will also share with you change. So when you wanted to implement change, and sometimes you need to also share your journey. When did the project start? When did it end? And any milestones in between. So let's start with challenging and complex situations. The first image is an image of these railway tracks. And I've used it in a previous presentation to show complexity, difficult decision-making, a chaotic environment. So you can use this to show a problem or a difficult situation. Another great image of taking on a challenge or struggling is this little boy trying to lift the weights. Or even this dog who shows that he needs some help or something is not going well for him or he's not in the best space at the moment. I love this image of this little girl. And this picture and image communicates quite a lot of different things for me. It communicates going for a goal, pushing yourself, taking on the challenge, and even succeeding, being successful in a specific project. I love donuts, and I think everyone can relate that donuts can show success. So what did you gain out of the project? What was the impact of the project? What was the winnings of the project? And no other bird like the peacock to show success or look at me or look how great our team was and what did we achieve. So a bit of humor to share what were the successes of your project. I love this image to show opportunities. So you could say that you saw a problem within the department and you found an opportunity to change it and you took it. Love this image about this little girl. I think it also communicates going for it, putting yourself out there, maybe going back to your roots, strapping down. So you could say, for example, instead of using a vendor, you decided to take on this project by yourself with your team, and you created the images, you created the brand and the whole content of the project by yourself. A lot of the times we need to communicate the progress of a project or the journey that we took from the start of the project until it was finished. And this is also an interesting way to do that with the image that you see on the screen now, instead of the normal timeline, which is just a straight arrow on a screen. You could even use something like this to show your journey, and you can put your text exactly where the person or the footsteps are, or even on top of the dunes. I love this image as well for journey, so climbing, progressing, from the start here at the bottom of the screen until you reach the top and the end of the project. This image captured my attention as well with the message at the back of this jacket. The future will be different. And I think that this is a great image to show when you've tried something new or you've implemented something new within the organization, something that's changing. This is also one of my favorite images that can show teamwork, how you work together as a team. It could be different departments or functions working together to achieve a goal. You could also mention or use this image to share how you worked together with external vendors or partners to achieve the project. And then one of my favorites, any questions with this giraffe, is a bit quirky, it's a bit cheeky, and I am sure when you use this, you will get a few smiles from your audience. Other ways how you can use it is also with backgrounds. So you can see this galaxy background and you can use it purely to add your bullet points or text on top of it. And here's a black one. So these are, if you look carefully, this is waves, which is always great to offer some texture on your slides, but still have the solid blackness of a background. Or something lighter, like the sand, that is also a fantastic background to use. So there you go, a few quick examples of images that you can use just to move away from the standard images that we are used to using in our presentations and to engage your audience with more compelling images. Most of the images that I shared with you today, I got from unsplash.com. It's a website where photographers share their work for free. So you're welcome to download their images. You're welcome to use it. There's no copyright to those. There's some fantastic images there that you can use in your presentations. All the best. Have a wonderful week. See you next time.